Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly live. And I have another great show scheduled with an awesome guest. And if you saw the Facebook post, you know who it is, but I'm going to tell you right now it's Sergeant Steve Jones. And he's with the Baytown, Texas Police Department. And he's in charge of their drone unit. And he's a great guy, and that's the main reason I want him on the show because he's really a great guy, and he's obviously very knowledgeable about drones, and So I'm going to bring him in shortly. He's in the back room enjoying the steak and lobster right now, and I'll have to say uh, I had a nice sunrise flight yesterday with Rob Kamada again. Yeah, me and Rob got together, and I took him to a secret location. And it's one of those things where I've been trying to get to this secret location for 3 years. Um, and I finally got around to getting there. And Rob came with me, and we both flew our Mavic 3 drones, and you all know that I love this drone, you know. I sleep with it sometimes. And he's got a Mavic 3 drone also, but he's got the Cine version. Um, and we just got some great flights in during, you always wonder about sunrise, but it was a beautiful, beautiful sunrise. And I'll have to say, it was great flying with Rob. Um, and I'll show you a little bit of that maybe a little later. Um, but I want to welcome in a few people in the chat. And JC Flying, he was number one, and then TJ was in there, and Barkley, 107 Drones. And I also saw TJ Grady in there, and then we got Akaracho and Chris Campbell, NB Drones, and of course Maddie's Drone World. Good to see you. We got Scott, Jackrabbit FPV, and it's always good to see Scott. USA Drone Flyer, how you doing? So we got a great crowd in the house already. Um, but it's one of those things where I forgot to do the giveaway contest last week, and I want to apologize. I won't forget. I have a big note right here in front of me. Do it. So we'll be doing the giveaway contest for the monthly giveaway, which will be a Adventures in with Captain Ray Kelly hat, and then next month, just to let you know, I got some different giveaways. These are lanyard holders, and Tony from Quadcopter and Tech sent them to me, and we're going to be giving them. That's going to be the monthly giveaway next month. So just to let you know that. But I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. And there's Paul. How you doing, Paul Brown and Ashley Brown? Thank you for coming in, and it means a lot. Believe me, it means a lot. But I don't know if anybody has noticed, but I'm wearing a new shirt. You know, this is like hot off the press. Let me tell you, Place It Here has his own apparel now. And Ken Huffbauer was kind enough to send me one, and I want to say thank you to Ken, really. And I love his logo, I really do. Very, very nice. And I guess I got to give Johnny Alfonso a plug too, because he's the one who printed them up, and Johnny does a great job doing that. So thank you to Ken, and thank you to Johnny. Really, really appreciate it. And there's Gary. Gary, Brent Ariels, good to see you. And DeMarco. DeMarco's in the house. Good to see you, DeMarco. Hey, Stephen Drones, how you doing? And Johnny Drumfly he's even in the chat now. I hope you just heard me plugging you, Johnny, because you made these shirts and they came out great, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. You know, but Steve's probably full on the steak and lobster now. So I'm going to bring Steve in, and I want you to give him a warm welcome. Steve Jones, Sergeant Steve Jones from the Baytown, Texas Police Department, and welcome. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live.
Hey, Ray, how are you? Hello, everybody.
Good to see you again, and I know you're on vacation. You're taking out a time of your vacation to be on my show, and I appreciate it.
Hey, anything to do with drones and this community is a vacation in itself.
So have you been flying a lot while you were on vacation, or?
A couple of times. I hadn't flown much, but yeah, a couple of times I have. I flew a couple of days ago.
Well, you fly a lot for work,
Yes.
and I don't know if you want to talk about that, but whatever you want to share about that, people in the chat I know love hearing that cop talk.
Well, I did. It hadn't been too interesting lately, but last time I was on, I think I had 4 pilots on my team, and now I'm up to 10. So everybody's Part 107 certified now. Everybody, with the exception of 2 or 3, I'm working on the budget, but everybody has drones assigned to them in their cars. And then we have the enterprise drones that are in the office that we can check out when we need those. So it's pretty neat.
Nice. It really expanded quite a bit. Yeah.
I'm trying to work a Matrice 30 into the budget.
It's funny you brought that drone up, because I have a tentative appointment with Rob Kamada, who I spoke about earlier.
Okay.
Because he volunteers with the Syosset Fire Department, and they just recently took delivery of one of those drones, and he's going to be kind enough to invite me in to go see him fly it, and I'm looking forward to that.
They are amazing. The one that we have now, the Enterprise, we have an Enterprise Dual and an Enterprise Advance, and with the Advance, you can fly over an area of thick woods and stuff like that, and it's kind of a toss-up to whether or not you can find someone or not, whether it be a missing elderly person, a missing kid, or a criminal that we're looking for. It's a toss-up on whether or not you're going to find them. But with this new M30, it's night and day. If you watch Billy Kyle's video, it'll sell you on that. Just watching Billy. You know how Billy is anyway.
Yeah, sure. Oh, he's got awesome videos.
But he does a thorough review on it, and it makes you just want to go out and spend the money and buy yourself one.
Yeah, they're not cheap. That's for sure.
I think it's about $16,000 for the whole setup, which is better than the last Matrice. That's the one that was really huge and you could tether off of it and everything. It was like $50,000 everything. Wow. So this one does almost the same.
Okay.
For what we need. So.
Well, that's what I heard. In the reviews that I saw, it's more economical, more affordable for agencies to buy, put in their budget. And it's a great tool to have.
There's a guy that's a friend of yours that just did a review on it a couple of days ago.
I have it queued up. We might as well just show it right now.
Go right ahead.
We're talking about Dre Recovery One drone.
Yes, sir. He did a good little video on that.
And I was saying, wow, he's got that drone, and it's one of those things where, I love seeing videos like that. So I'm going to share it now. All right, Steve. We'll take a couple of minutes and take a look at it, and hopefully I won't lose the stream, because sometimes I do, and I say that every week, but I haven't lost it now since. All right, here it is, Matrice 30. Let's see now. Is it showing? Or did I lose it?
Yeah, there it is.
All right. I didn't. He had a great soundtrack to this too, by the way.
Yeah, he did. His entry was really good too.
I muted it, but take a look at this. Really. Yeah, that's an impressive drone. So now you fly this drone, Steve?
No,
not yet.
Not yet. I want to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You think you'll be able to get this in your budget?
Actually, I think so. Our SWAT team just got the Brink Lemur, and that's perfect for the SWAT team. You know,
Oh yeah.
it has the glass breaker on it. You can fly it into a building and search the building. I
Look
mean,
at
it's
that.
really neat.
Look at that. I'm impressed. I really am. You know, and I got to give a big shout out to Dre because he said I could show it tonight. And just to let everybody know, Dre's going to be a guest on the show next Monday.
Nice.
He's going to be the special guest. But this is a very, very impressive drone. And I can't wait to go see it with Rob Kamada also. And we have a tentative time too, and it's going to be Thursday if everything goes according to plan. You never know though. So, but this is a great, great drone.
I think you should just go ahead and buy one. I mean, you've got the money, Ray.
Yeah, right.
You won the Mavic 3, so you've been saving ever since. Now
Look
the
at
10,000 more.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, maybe if I hit the mega millions here in New York, you know, well, I almost went out and bought tickets today because it's up to like $790 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey, there's Tammy Jean. She's in the house. How you doing, Tammy? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. And Michael, Fly Zone Drones. How you doing? And while I said hello to Michael, let me just tell everybody
Hey,
about his
Mike, how are
meetup.
you?
He's having a meetup, the Midwest Drone Meetup, with him and Sergio and Half Chrome, Jack and Chris, and they got all kind of sponsors. And the date is Saturday, August 13th. But you can get a hold of Michael Fly Zone and get more information about it. You know,
That sounds
so
good.
yeah. But Steve, what drone do you like flying the best?
Well, since I can't afford the Mavic 3, I like my Air 2S.
Air 2S is an awesome drone, right?
Yes, sir. I love it. It does everything I want it to do.
Yeah, I love it. And believe me, I was so happy with it, you know, really. Um, I was so content. But you know, when they picked my name out of the fishbowl there for for this drone, it's one of those things where this is my favorite drone now.
I can't blame you a bit. And I think when you won that, everybody was happy because you're just such a great guy. Everybody enjoys being around you. Your shows are fun to watch, and I think everybody was excited
Thank you.
when you won that. I think so. It was great.
Thank you. But I love my Air 2S, you know. Where do you do most of your flying when you're off duty?
Um, we have a nature center that I like to go out there, and it's got a lot of water, and it's great wildlife out there. You'll see animals, you'll see deer, you know, anything. And then on the water side, we just have beautiful water, and the backdrop is the San Jacinto Monument,
Oh,
where the Battle of San Jacinto took place after the Alamo.
nice.
So yeah, it's a pretty neat backdrop.
Very, very cool.
And then
Yeah, definitely.
we have a suspension bridge. I haven't done it yet, but that's what I want to go do is fly the suspension bridge.
Suspension bridge. Yeah,
And
that would be cool.
the guy I can't remember his name. I follow his channel. Is it BMAC Aerials?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Brian. Yeah,
yeah.
Brian.
Brian lives here in Houston. I want to get with him because he's
Hmm.
flown it before, and before I throw that $1,200 drone over the water like that, maybe he can give me some tips on recording that bridge, doing some video and stuff.
Yeah. Well, let me welcome in Dre right now. How you doing, Dre? Thank you for coming in. I showed you video, and
Great
thank you.
video, Gray.
Thank you for letting me, but let's see. I'm trying to read his comment. Yeah, MEA would work better with law enforcement. Okay, Stealthy. M30 can be heard from a distance. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a loud drone. Thinking about it, you know. But it's a great drone, Dre. That's for sure.
Yes, it is.
You know. Um, but anyway, I'm going to try to highlight some of the comments now. And if I forget, not forget, but if I miss some, you can't get them all. Don't be offended, guys. But there's Ken Huffbauer. So I got to show off his shirt again now that he's in the chat. I know you're busy, Ken, but thank you again. I appreciate it. Ken is one of the hardest working guys that I know, Steve. Really. He's always working, you know. But thank you. So, Steve, now I understand you're working on a YouTube channel, getting ready to start one.
Yeah, if I could ever pull the trigger on it and get it done. I did get a logo for my channel, and it's going to be called Primal Drones. And I don't have a picture of my logo right here with me, but
yeah, if I was a good host, I would have put it up, but I don't know how to do that.
it's pretty neat. It's a dinosaur with a drone in its mouth.
Yeah, no, it's a good logo. It really is. Let me see. Maybe I can get it on my phone quick and show people that way. But as we were saying in the back room, just start it, man. Don't think about it anymore. Just start it.
I got big shoes to fill because you guys do some good stuff. And is it the guy that I'm really impressed with is Barry Mullen for the NE Drone List. I mean, he is just blown up. You can tell just by watching his channel, the guy's working hard, and it's paying off. He's doing a really good job.
When I went up to the Rhode Island Drone Meetup last summer, he was one of the first guys I met, and he immediately whipped out a business card and handed it to me with all his info on it. He's definitely a good marketer. That's for sure.
That's awesome.
And obviously, as soon as I got back, I went to the channel and I subscribed. And Barry does a phenomenal job.
Yes, he
really does. And you got to give his wife Christina credit too, because she helps him. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, he said that she does his editing. Yeah. So that's pretty good, right?
I wish I could get my wife to do my editing.
Yeah. All right. Let's see now. Here we go. Subs. All right. Here we go. We got to get some subs going. But yes, Steve, once you start your channel, the subs will come. No doubt about it. I've been telling people that you're going to start one.
Yeah. And I just need to pull the trigger. I've been really busy, but it's something I want to do. I mean, I can tell y'all have so much fun when you're doing it. But I guess what people don't realize is how much work's behind it.
Well, it's one of those things where it becomes work, but you want to make it fun. That's for sure. You don't want it to become another job, even though some guys do their drone flying as a job. They got their Part 107s and they're out there. Even Rob, the fellow I flew with, he does a lot of jobs, but he does make time for flying for fun,
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. Make this enjoyable, rather than work, And I love editing the videos. We were talking in the back room how I really wanted to keep that video under 5 minutes, the one that I posted yesterday. And, it just went to 6 minutes, then 7 minutes, ended up being 9+, and that is too long. I agree, But do you do any FPV flying yet?
No.
No?
No. I want to, but a friend of mine was going to sell me his DJI one. And he's got all kind of extras on it, and he was going to give me actually a really good deal. And I got the goggles on, and it takes.
Have a good night, Ken. Don't work too hard. Well, I only wore goggles once,
And
and
how did that go?
I found them very confining, to be honest with you. You know, I didn't feel comfortable. But again, they say that's typical, and you just got to get used to them.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of gives you a little vertigo there sometimes. I have my own VR headset, a gaming headset. It's a MetaQuest, and I play it all the time. And it has some pretty realistic sim games and stuff. But then when I put on the goggles for the drone, it threw me for a loop.
Johnny's giving you advice, though, Steve. Don't do it.
Hey, you got to listen to Johnny.
That's right. I
He
know.
knows what he's doing. I'll take his advice any day.
Yeah, I tell you. Um, but Max Air, he's in the house tonight, and Max is probably the best FPV pilot that I know. You know, he came down to the South Florida drone meetup, and he was flying, and I mean, you could look at his videos, you know, and he's amazing.
Yeah,
That's one of
I've
the
seen
ways
some
you
of them.
can
They
describe.
are amazing.
He dives these tall buildings, and one thing that him and Tammy Jean do, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but they follow the drift racing cars, and that is cool to watch.
Yes, I saw one of his videos on that. It was
Yeah,
neat. I enjoyed watching that.
yeah, definitely. Um,
Look at
but
Johnny.
I know. You know why he says it sucks? Because he can't master it, and he hasn't mastered it yet. But once he masters it, he's gonna think it's great.
Come
But
on,
actually, he said that for Max's. He wanted Max to see that comment.
he's from Louisiana. He can master anything.
Yeah, but I'm not just saying it because Max is in the chat. I just am impressed with his flying, really. And while we're talking about that, FPV flying, Maddie, he's another one. Maddie can
Yeah.
fly FPV, let me tell you, And I remember Maddie talking about, oh, those FPV guys, I like my GPS drones. And now he's right over there with them.
Yeah.
But that's
Matty,
good,
he
Maddie.
his videos get better every time too.
Good for you. Good for you. And Johnny says he can't even hold the control, you know. But JC allows me to show some of his videos. He sent me one, so we're gonna show his FPV flight right now, Steve, and hopefully I get so nervous. Um, now where is it? FPV. Yeah, it's right there, I think. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. How's that? Is it showing? No, it didn't show, huh? I don't know what happened that time. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Bear with me. I'll try. Oh, there it is. That's what happened. I see where I made my mistake. Um,
Oh, they're having fun with
oh,
John now.
cruising around. And look at the way he flies. I'm telling you. Look at him. Look at him. JC, this is amazing. Really. Every week he gets better and better.
Yeah, that control is just outstanding.
I know. And again, I think I'm just going to lower the volume because a lot of times the music that goes with these drones is phenomenal. It really is. And if I get what do they call it? A warning, so be it. But look at the way he's flying. Really. Very, very cool. See, now I know I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do this type of flying. I shouldn't say that. If I put my mind to it, I guess I could.
Yeah, you could. I would have to say that FPV pilots are more skilled than those of us who don't fly FPV.
They are. There's no doubt about it. They are.
I had some guys that they got their Part 107 and they were watching YouTube videos and they said, "Hey, I want to go get this Brink lemur. We can use it for the SWAT team." And they thought it flew just like the drones they had been watching me fly. And
Right.
they didn't realize when they let go of the remote, it falls to the ground. So
I know.
It was pretty fun watching them.
And that would be the other thing, because I know I'd be crashing them. Everybody crashes. That's part of it. And for me to crash one of these drones, I'd be heartbroken, really. And we'll see. We'll see. And there's Tony. Tony, Quadcopters and Tech. He's in the house. How you doing, Tony? Good to see you. Aki Rasho, good to see you. Yep. Thank you for popping in. But do you have any do you have like a bucket list, a drone bucket list where you would like to fly? Any special locations or dream locations?
Switzerland.
Oh, okay, Switzerland.
Yeah, I've just seen so many beautiful videos and pictures of it. That's my dream.
Yeah, sure. Be nice.
I do have family in Ireland, and it'd probably be easier for me to go to Ireland because I have family there. They invite me all the time. So
well, that's my number one spot on my bucket list is Ireland too, and I have family there also. But we have people that we know over in Ireland now. Alan's sometimes in the chat, Drone Views Media, and Tomas Aerials. And I've been in touch with them, and hopefully, if I do go, we're going to get together and we're going to fly. Where is your family in Ireland? Do you know?
No, if you wouldn't have asked me, I'd have told you. We just got through talking about it a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember exactly.
My family's in a little town called Thomastown, which is in County Kilkenny. And I was there maybe 5 years ago, and they show you around, and it was cool because my family's house and homestead is still in the family. My cousin has it, and he brought us there, and it's just nice to see that.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful country. Yes, it really is. Beautiful country. The countryside is amazing.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, I'm trying to highlight some comments here, and I'm not doing a good job of it, guys. So bear with me. And well, Paul, we may have to change the date. If you can't make it, we may have to change the date. Not next year, but we'll consider it. But I want to give you your personal invitation right now, Steve. Also about the South Florida Drone Meetup. I know we talked about it already.
Yes, sir. I am going to do my best to be there next time. Last year it just didn't, or earlier this year, it just did not work out in my schedule.
So it's one of those things where it's going to be on April 1st, 2023. Me and the drone committee decided to have it at the same location again because it was ideal. It was an ideal location to fly drones with the water and the intercoastal, and it was conducive for FPV flying also, as Maddie can attest to in the chat, and I think Max and Tammy Jean and everybody who attended had a great time. I won't mention names. There were a couple of drones that went in the water. One was recovered, one wasn't. But still, that person had a great time. And
if I'm not mistaken, that's 2 years in a row the drone ended up in the water, right?
Yeah, well, you sort of got to expect that when you're right on the intercoastal,
Didn't Mark lose one, Mark Fisher?
No, he rescued one.
Oh, he was the hero.
Yeah, he was the one who went in the first year, and he recovered it. Yeah, he found it and recovered it.
That's awesome. He's fun to watch.
It was amazing. But this year, Maddie Cundiff's son was the the hero. He went in and he recovered one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he found an FPV drone that went in and he recovered it. But Marcus's was we couldn't find Mark. I said the name. No, Marcus is okay with it, and it's not to embarrass him by any means. He wasn't even flying a drone when it happened. Um, so things like that happen. That's for sure. But Steve, listen, it's time for the tip of the week. Not that I do a very, very sophisticated tip. It's just use a strobe light when you're flying, even during the daylight. And I never did that. I never really used a strobe light during the day. I only used it at night, and I fly very rarely at night. But I flew with Rob Kamada a couple of weeks ago. He had a strobe light on, and you could see the drone so much better with that strobe light during the daylight. Really. So that's this week's little tip of the week. Use a strobe light. Um, Not that I'm plugging or sponsored by Ulanzi, but I use this one. It attaches to the arm of the drone, and it's a pretty good strobe light. So a lot of
Yeah,
people,
put it in
have
the
their favorites. Now, do you guys use strobe lights or
yeah. Well, it's you have to.
at
It-
night, right?
yeah, that's the
Yep.
law. And
Hmm.
I like to put it if I'm flying for fun. I like to put it in the very far back of my drone, so you don't get that flash showing up in your video. But if I'm doing it for work, I'll put it in the front, and then I also have a spotlight on the front of the drone, a really bright spotlight, and I can fly up and spotlight trees in different areas and stuff like that. It's pretty
Well, yeah,
neat.
you got the spotlights. You even have speakers, right, on
Yes,
your
sir.
drones? Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah. Um, but again, when I was flying with Rob and he was using it, I I was amazed at how easy it was to spot. You know, and I shouldn't admit this, but I'm going to admit it. I've only lost track of my drone one time. And it was when I first got my mini, and it was out there, and I just couldn't see it anymore. And you try to get oriented, but I just couldn't see it. But I hit that return to home button, and it came right back. Obviously, thank God. And again, I was flying on the intercoastal, so I had visions of it going into the water and all of that. But just this is another little tip too. But it was on return to home, and I was watching it, and it was coming down, and I could see it, but I was 3 feet from the railing for the intercoastal. If I wasn't watching it and ready to cancel the return to home, it would have continued down in the intercoastal. But so you can't always depend on return to home that it's going to
Exactly.
land right on that landing pad. So
Well, you know what I do when it comes to spotting when I have somebody with me? I always try to find a visual observer that's older than I am so I can blame their eyes and not mine.
well, that's a good. I like that. Yeah, that's I like that. Yeah. But that was the only time I really lost track of my drone. So, but again, I think the strobe lights will help. I know if I had a strobe light on that mini that day, I probably would have been able to see it. That's the point I'm getting at too.
It's actually a good point.
I didn't have
I've
a
never
strobe
used a
light.
strobe in the daytime. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah,
I've never used one in the daytime. I'm gonna start trying it now.
yeah, yeah. No, that was a good one. I learned that from Rob Kamada. You know, and Rob's a great drone pilot.
Y'all look like y'all had a good time the other day.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna show a little of that clip right now. And I mean, it was a great sunrise. Uh, and like I told you, I wanted to fly here. Same thing happened. Sorry. Um, it's one of those things where you you want to fly somewheres and you keep putting it off and putting it off. And I think it's playing now, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's
Um, so, but this is a location that I've been wanting to go to. It has a little marina and a beach. Obviously, it's right on the Great South Bay. And there's Rob. And I should have kept the audio up again, but I didn't. So I'm gonna see if I can fast forward it. Uh, and I'll and it should be right on the other side of the bridge. So come on along. Now you can hear the audio?
yes, sir.
Okay. But this is a bridge that separates the mainland of Long Island to a barrier beach. And you guys got the barrier beaches in Texas, I think. So,
Yes.
But as you'll see in 2 seconds, but this was a nice marina.
All right, I'm going to do a reverse drone here and give you a look around.
And I'll just give you a look at the area. I won't play the whole 9-minute and some odd video. But there's the little beach, and there's the sun getting ready to come up. But there's the bridge. And you can see that center span is quite a ways away, right?
Yes.
And it was one of those things where I started heading for it. And I'll fast forward it.
Fishing fleet there.
But I lost visibility because it was still foggy a little bit in the morning.
Capt Ray. You always kept
So
fishing.
I came back, and I really wanted to catch the
But as you can
sunrise.
see, we were going to have a spectacular sunrise.
But I mean, Rob, he went for it. He went for it, and wait do you see?
I got my shot.
That's my
the
shot.
sunrise and the
Now wait do you
bridge,
see
and I was
Rob's
happy.
shot? Rob got
had
it.
the photo of the day. Take a look at this awesome shot.
So anyway, it's such a pleasure flying with Rob. I mean, he's a gentleman and he's a great drone pilot. And I'm not going to tell you how far he went to get that shot. But, you know, it's the farthest he's ever flown. We'll say that. And and you know, it's suspenseful when he's going and he's going and he's going a little further. And he was nervous. He admitted he was very nervous doing it, but he got the shot, came right back, and it was awesome, you know. Now, when you go ahead, Steve.
Where is that in Long Island?
It's in a town called West Islip on the south shore of Long Island.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it's right on.
I've been to Montauk Point.
Oh yeah, the very end.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Montauk is nice.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
Great fishing in Montauk.
Yeah. I want to go back because I was a kid when I went, so I want to take a trip there too.
That's where I got my great idea for my TV fishing show. you know how cops put together their little fishing trips. So me and a couple of cops, we chartered a boat, and I brought along a little video camcorder back in them days, and I filmed us catching the fish, and about 2 months later, I found out about local TV, and I said, "Hey, you guys be interested in having a TV fishing show on?" And they said, "Well, we don't have one." "Yeah, what do you got?" And I brought that video that I shot in Montauk.
Nice.
I want to get out there, but this is what happens, Steve. Montauk Point is a state park, and you're not allowed to fly drones in a state park here in New York unless you get a permit.
Yeah, you can get a
And
waiver if.
it's not as easy as it sounds to get a permit. Um, but I hope to do it one day. I know Rob did it. He got a permit and he flew out there. And there's Dre. How you doing, Dre? Um, hey Rob, you must be in the chat. I must have missed you. I'm sorry. I didn't have the chat up. Uh, and there's Steve Carpenter. Good to see you, Steve, all the way from California. And Dominic, Northside Hawk, Australia. I don't know if you know a lot of these people, Steve. But
I
this.
see Dennis Lovelady on there. I know him.
Oh, okay. There's Dennis. Yeah, I see him now. Yeah, how you doing, Dennis? Thank you for
him. I think he was at
coming
Spin Up. I met him at Spin Up.
Yes. Yeah, Dennis he's one of the best, as they say. And he's so unique. The way he flies and sings and plays a ukulele.
Yeah.
And I enjoy watching Dennis on Saturday and Sunday morning at sunrise. And I have to say thank you to Dennis because he usually will play a request for me. I don't even have to request songs anymore, and he'll play the songs that I like. So thank you to Dennis.
And he's good too. He's really good.
I know he is. He's very modest about it, But I was so thankful that he agreed to entertain us at the South Florida Drone Meetup too. He played for us for a little bit.
Yeah, I saw a video of that. That was cool.
Yeah, and people enjoyed it. They did. Yeah, I'm making him blush. He's saying, "Yeah, right, Dad." So,
Jack Rabbit.
Yeah, Jack Rabbit. He's one of the best also.
FPV.
It's funny, Steve, when you meet these guys in person, it's just nice. You get to know them a lot better. You feel like you know them in the chats, which you do. You get to know people. And then you get to meet them. And that's why Spin Up was great. That was one of the main things. You get to meet these other pilots. I met you. That's how I met you.
Yeah, sure enough.
And that was good,
And I heard you on your show the other day. You were saying how you met Johnny. How'd you two? Y'all met online or did y'all meet at a meetup?
No, we met on the Drone Nation show.
Oh, that's it.
The live stream
with Marcus.
Yeah, with Marcus and Ron and Johnny was a guest and I was a guest, and we hit it off and start talking to each other on the phone. Very few people will pick up the phone and call. I find that most people will text, but Johnny and I we talk a lot every day, just about, to be honest with you, and it's nice to do that. And then he came up with the idea to start a live stream, and I came up with the name Fly for Fun, and he said, "Yeah, that'd be a good name for it," and that's how that came about. So, hey, John Olson's in the chat. Good to see you, John. How you doing? All right, we'll have to see. I bet you, John, he can play the Marine Corps hymn. I bet you he could.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
Yeah, he does. He did. He answered it. Yeah, he does play it. It's part of the salute to the armed forces. Yeah, very good, Dennis. Very good. Yeah, and like Jack Scotty says, we're all family. No doubt about it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with the community.
I know. I mean, they've welcomed me, and what's great about it is if you have a question on anything, really, you could call them, text them, and they'll be more than happy to help you. I'm not the greatest editor by any means. I just use basic iMovie, speaking of which, what do you use to edit your videos?
I've got Premiere Pro, and
Premiere Pro.
it's still a work in progress. I'm still learning it. There's so much that program can do.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's amazing. But since I just bought a MacBook Pro, and I guess I'm going to switch to the Final Cut.
Okay, Final Cut. Yeah, that's a good program too. I flunked those. I took 5 classes in that, and I couldn't get it down. Yeah, but
Well,
anyway,
thanks for boosting me up there, Ray. I'm gonna. I was just about to dive in. It's hard to spend that $400, and now you're telling
oh
me you
man,
failed it. So
no. I, well, the way I did it again, it was when I had the fishing show, and I went into this guy, and he was trying to teach me how to edit. And in them days, we're talking a long time ago, Steve.
oh yeah,
When I
that's
had this show, the rendering, it took forever when tried to upload and download videos.
that's
And I didn't.
changed. If it's
I
been
know.
that long since you've done it, that's changed because you'd probably fly right through it now.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm actually taking some classes on Skillshare. I got a membership to that Skillshare, and there is so much you can learn on there. I mean, so much.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
that's
not
good
trying
to
to.
know.
I'm not trying to plug Skillshare or anything. I paid for it and got the membership. And anything you want to learn, you type it in and you can learn it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good to know. And I don't know. I'm just very comfortable using my iMovie, because I don't do real fancy videos, just basic editing. So
It does the job.
um, I'm a vlogger, really. I'm a vlogger.
Get that selfie stick up and going.
I like that term. I'm a vlogger. Um, but listen, we have another video, and I want to show a little bit of it. Uh, if I can find it, I think it's right here. I think it's right here. Um, so just bear with me, Steve. I like to when people say I can use their videos. Um, I like to show them, and this is from Paul Brown. And if people don't know Paul Brown, you should watch his videos every Sunday at 5 p.m. because he gives away a $25 gift card to Amazon. So how's that? It's showing. That's good. I didn't raise his audio, but Paul, you do incredible videos. He does GPS and FPV flying together, Steve.
Okay. I'm
And
curious.
you'll see what I mean when it starts playing. And have you ever been to Rhode Island?
No.
The cliff walk up here with all
Yeah,
these mansions,
I want to go
beautiful
after
area.
seeing the video.
But I just like the way Paul flies and his editing. I think is so creative.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And who is this?
Widgeon, Widgeon Big, he's in the chat, and he's also the founder of the United States Drone Society. So if you're not a member of that, Steve, you should consider joining it. It's a great group. But
Yeah,
look at
that's
the way
beautiful.
Paul flies, and he does a lot of jump cut. I call them jump cuts, which is good because it keeps your interest.
Okay, Paul, what editing software do you use?
Yeah, maybe he'll answer us. He'll answer us in the chat.
That's beautiful. That's
I
really
know. I know. Um, Power director. He's saying power director. Very nice, Paul. I should have played some of your music too. they get a copyright strike, they get a copyright strike. But anyway, this is Paul. If you get a chance, 5 p.m. on Sundays, guys, you get a shot at a $25 gift card. So thank you. Thank you, Paul, for letting me show it. Yeah. So it's fun watching other people's videos, I think.
I tell you what, Ray, come up with a quick trivia question, and whoever gets it right, I'll give them a $25 gift card to Amazon.
Oh my God, this is a first. This is a first on this live stream.
Hey, let's do it.
Oh my God, let's see. All right, a trivia question. Well, I could go with an easy one. Who's the CEO of DJI Drones? Is that okay, Steve?
Hey, I'm good with anything. You come up with it.
They thought we were going to do it ABC. People are putting the letters in. Got to get this gentleman's name.
Put a name in. Frank Wayne. Looked like Maddie got it.
Yeah, okay. Maddie got it. I can't see it. Yep, Maddie got it. Very good, Maddie.
So,
congratulations.
All right, Maddie, send me your information, and I'll mail you the card.
Wow, that was very nice of you, Steve, to do that.
Hey, yeah, I enjoyed talking to you and visiting with everybody in this community. It's a really good time. So why not?
You know, I mean, I know Maddie will enjoy that. He'll use it when Maddie buys a lot of accessory for his drones, and he's into FPV now, so he'll be able to use that. So, but you know, Steve, I made a mistake last week. I got so wrapped up in interviewing the guest and talking, I forgot to do the giveaway contest last week, and I felt like an idiot after the stream was over. So I can't forget to do my little giveaway contest for the Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly hat for next month. So the way we're going to do it, guys, is put in the lucky number between, and you're eligible, Steve, because you didn't, I didn't tell you what it was. So put in the lucky number, the first one to get it, their name will go in for the giveaway.
What is it? 1 through what?
1 through 50.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll keep an eye on the chat. You can do multiple guesses, guys. Not like one guess is a customer. And I'm trying to keep an eye on it. And it's hard to do and keep the conversation going with you.
It's flying. It is flying.
I know, I'm telling you. Yeah. So I haven't seen it yet. But it's fun. It's fun doing these little giveaways, and you know, Johnny and I have been doing it for a long time on the Fly for Fun show. And then no, nobody's got it yet, unless I missed it. But wow, amazing! Keep guessing, Steve. You still got a shot, Steve.
I think we've had time to type in 1 through 50 already.
Oh man, this is something. I probably missed it. Maybe that's what it was. And if I did, I'll apologize. So now we're going to give some hints now, because it's going on too long. Usually people get it by now. Oh, look at Dennis Lovelady. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He did 1 through 10. Now you have to do 10 through or 11 through 20.
No, Dennis, you didn't get it, Dennis. Oh man, this is fun too. I can't believe it. I probably missed it. It came up in the beginning. You know? And that's why sometimes it's better to tell the co-host on the show, the special guest, because they could be looking too, but then you wouldn't be eligible. But keep guessing. You guess too, Steve. But you're guessing. I see it. I finally see it. Okay, Barkley 107 drones, number 22. All right, he got it. Very good. Up, TJ got it too, but I think Barkley got it before him. Okay. So I'll go over to make sure I didn't miss it in the beginning. But it looks like Barkley got it. Congratulations. But it's fun. Fun, Steve.
Yes, sir, it is.
You know. And Steve, you said that I don't know if I should share it, but you're on vacation. So when you go back to work, I want you to stay safe, brother. Really.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
got a very dangerous job. And I want to say thank you for your service.
Well,
I know what
I'm
I know
not.
what
I'm
you're
not
going
one to.
through, and actually, what you're going through now is worse than when I was a cop.
Yeah. Well, I'm almost at 30 years now, so I kind of experienced when it was a lot better. But I can't take any credit because what I do is not dangerous. I sit in the office, and when they need a drone, I'll go out and fly a drone. Or when my team needs me, I'll go out and help my team. But they are the hard workers out there, and they got big hearts and they care about people. We have a good department. And,
Well, it seems like your drone unit is really expanding, which is good.
yes, it is. It is, and everybody enjoys it. So,
And that says a lot, for you. You're the one that's, I'm sure, responsible for that. I remember talking to you at Spin Up, and you said you had big plans to expand the unit, and you did. You
yeah,
have.
we're up to 10 now. So I'm excited about that.
Right, right. So anyway, whenever you start your YouTube channel, you got all these people in the chat that would love to start following you and subscribing to you.
Well, I tell you what I plan on doing. I'm going to be in Austin here the next few days, and I'm going to be on the water. And I'm going to try. I've been watching Sean Oz's videos on the Spotlight feature.
Oh yeah,
on the Air 2S. I'm gonna try to do some spotlight videos of some boats, and maybe I can post one of those videos. So
cool. Very good, very good. Well,
Sean's
thank you for being on the show tonight.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You're a great guest, and I want to say thank you to everybody in the chat.
Yes, thank you everybody who showed up.
Really means a lot. But again, support each other. And again, I gotta say, it means a lot to me that you guys take the time out to watch the show. I try to get a great guest every week, and that's going to continue. And like I said, I have a great guest next week already scheduled. Draymond Crawford of Recovery One Drones. He's going to be on. He's going to tell us all about that M30, and I'm looking forward to that.
I'll definitely be there.
But Robbie, the World Drone Community, Robbie and Al, they should be on next. They go right on at 7 o'clock. So I don't want to cut into their time, Steve. But if you want to say any closing thoughts, now's the time.
Just thanks everybody in the chat, and I enjoyed it, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And we'll see you again next week.
All righty. Well, good night, everybody. Take care.